Okay, so I wanted to make this quick video to kind of go over the questions that you got there. It took a little bit to try and figure out because, like I said, like was mentioned before, the developer who was working on this used his own particular nomenclature and scheme. So um, basically, I'm going to just try and go through this question by question, see if we get this figured out. I know this might be a little bit difficult because this is your first time really dealing with WordPress. So I'm going to try and be as detailed and as clear as I possibly can be with this. So, one of the first questions you had, or one of the first requests, was that you wanted to remove one of the items from the landing page. So, what we're going to do is, what I like to do is work within the WordPress dashboard here. As you can see, it says dashboard. So, this is the actual place that you work within WordPress. And I like to usually have a second tab open that will just display just the website so I can see the changes that I make just by hitting the refresh. So you have 2 bedroom condo, 1 bedroom condo, um, and an additional item which was all 3 bedrooms, and then location, activities, reviews, contact us. So we're going to shift this around. So for me to show you how to shift this around, what we're going to do is go to appearance and then menus. There is 2 ways to manage your menu system, but this is the easier of the two. So it looks like here the developer had 2 different menu systems. So this is the one that we're going to work within because this is the one that actually makes any difference. So welcome, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, photo gallery, all this kind of matches this here. So we want to remove photo gallery because that's not in the listing that you have there. So we'll go ahead and we'll click remove. So essentially all that is by going here, this is going to give you the drop down menu for any one of these items here. And careful note that this is the item name, this is the menu name. This is the type, which is page. And as you can see here, you create custom links, pages, or you can pull from categories. Um, and then from here, this will give this particular drop-down menu gives you the ability to choose the items that you have in here. So you could change the navigation, the actual label of it, or the title attribute. So just in this case, trying to keep it simple, we removed photo gallery. So anytime you make any changes in WordPress, you always have to look for some kind of button that will update or save your changes you've made. So in this case, there is a blue button here that says Save Menu. And so just double checking exactly what you have down. This is what you wanted there, minus the 3 bedrooms icon. We'll get to that in a minute. And so if we refresh this page, this photo gallery here, gone. Okay, so that's how you want to approach that. Um, to make a new page, because in the item listing here says all 3 bedrooms, and it says you're going to think of a better name for it, which you could change at any given time. You hover your mouse above pages and go to all pages. So we're going to create a new page. You're going to go to add new. This is the listing of pages you have here. Not everything that you have in here will show up in the menu. That's what that menu system is for. You can pick and choose what you want shown in the menu. So just like photo gallery is still here, it did not delete the page itself. So the content, that page is still here. It's just not present in the menu. So we'll go to add new. And then inside of here, this is going to be the page title. So we're going to put all 3. Okay. And we'll just go ahead and make sure that this is here. Now, this is the actual link for it. So let's say you do change this just like 3 bedrooms. You can leave that there. You can actually remove this, and that'll be fine. When we do change it, just let me know, and we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So we'll go ahead and click publish. And before I do that, this is the other way that you would be able to change or work within the menu system. A parent, if you were to make this page and choose a parent for it, that means that it would no longer be a parent item, it would be a sub-menu item. So because we want this to be a main menu item, we're going to leave it as no parent. That means it is the parent. But if you wanted to, you can make any one of these the parent, and thusly it would become a sub item or a child of that particular menu item. And then order ranging from 0 to infinity, well, not infinite, but if you get what I'm saying. So from 0 to 99, you can order the pages. So if this was, let's say within this listing, this would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be in this lineup, this would be 0, 1, 2, 3. So we would put in this particular one the number 3. But since we're not going to control it here, we're not going to worry about that. There are also other options within here, but that's not part of the questioning that you had at this time, so I'm just going to try and stick to the questions. We're going to go ahead and click Publish. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go into Appearance, and then back to Menus. Then what we're going to do is it'll appear in Pages. Most recent is the ones that are just most recently created. If you don't happen to see the items that you are looking for in here, but you know the pages exist, you go to View All, where you can search for them. That's especially useful if you have a lot of pages on your website. So go ahead and click this, and we'll go to Add to Menu. Now it appears here. You're going to notice that your mouse turns from a mouse to a four-way cursor. So still a menu name, type, and then the options here. But this four-way cursor will allow you to move it up here. Now, you can still do the same thing where if you wanted this to be a submenu item, all you'd have to do is drag it and move it so it's not in parallel with the parent items here. But when you do so, this then turns into a child of this one, not the rest of them, just the one above it. But since we want it to be a parent item, we're just going to go ahead and leave that there and click Save Menu. And we'll just go back here and we'll refresh the page. And there we go. Now we didn't add any content to it, so it's just going to be a blank page. The next thing that you asked about is on the main page, the picture shows too much sky and no sand. Can you somehow shift it? The problem with that is that this is the image. And what I mean is this is the full scale of the image. So, for example, what I just did is I opened up a tool called Inspect, and what that allows me to do is look at the CSS for a particular page. The CSS means it controls the looks of the page, all the pretties and colors and whatnot. So in this particular case, I'm just going to go ahead and minimize this so it's a little bit easier for you to see. But in this particular case, this is the link to this image back here. See how this kind of lights up the whole background? So it means we have the whole background selected. We'll just go ahead and yeah, there you go. Right there, you should see that that is the image, 900 by 600 pixels. You'll notice that that image just doesn't go any shorter, lower than that. The bottom part of the image is exactly what the bottom part of the image is, which is just that minimal portion of beach being shown there. So either change the image or whatever the case may be, you're just going to want to, and I'll go ahead and show you exactly what. See, this is the image that's in there. It's blown up a bit to kind of fit everything in so it's zoomed in, but this is the image. There is no going any lower than this because that's what's there. So you did mention that this particular item shows up on every page. Unfortunately, in order to get rid of this, that's part of the coding. I'll go ahead and do it for you because there's no point in me trying to explain it, but it is part of the code and it's not something we normally teach, but I'll go ahead and do that for you. And then the last question is all social media should be on top. There are currently 3 on the bottom, 3 on top and 5 on the bottom. Okay, the issue with that, once again, is the developer made this and he or she is the one, his name was Alex. When he created this, he selected these items here. So I would have to find images that would match these up here and put them up here, and that's just not something that is normally part of the service. But I could try looking into that for you and see if there's a better answer, and maybe using a different plugin that will try and put it towards the top. But essentially, this was all done in code. And what I mean by that is if we actually go into the editor, and I believe it was in here, this is where that is at. It's actually these particular items right here. So as you can see, it says Facebook, Twitter, and RSS. in order to add it, we would need to create another divisionary tag, put that into here, and then already have the image and call to the image, and so on and so forth. So it's something I could look into, but we're probably better off using a different plugin for it. Hope these questions are fully answered for you. If you have any further questions, feel free to let me know. Thanks.